Alright, welcome to my new playthrough. This is going to be my Frost Mage Kaeira. I know how I want to pronounce it, but I'm going to use multiple pronunciations probably, or take multiple pronunciations. It's a weird spelling, I know, but I was kind of combining two different names, and I just kind of liked it when I saw this one. Originally, I was looking at different like deities of snow that, well, female goddesses, I should specify, of course. Like Kione and Kion or whatever the name was, and Skady. I was trying to combine those two, but then I came across a I think it was a Welsh name with E-I-R-A, Ira or Ira. I don't know how the specific pronunciation would be, but it's the name I went with. All right. Before I get started, I do want to say this is probably gonna come out like 2-3 weeks before other recordings are. Like today I did the recording for the Crescent Grove on my Arasanja video, but that one's gonna take some editing because I am going to try. I don't know how I missed it, but I didn't record the audio for the game, only the microphone, even though I caught that my microphone wasn't recording properly. I should have checked the audio. I don't know how I missed that, but I'm probably going to edit that so it has a different audio in the background, but that's not right now. But when I get started, the only thing I want to check out is...
Here there.
I don't think there's anything I want.
Be good. No.
I'm going to give this character 5 extra waters. And yes, she does have some silver
Be
in the
good.
bags. I'm getting her started off decently well, too. Wait, so... Who am I talking to for
What
the
can I
gift?
get for you
I just need to look at it. So the one I was thinking of for a second was this. Equip only what you craft. True power comes from your own hands. Forge your... I might actually have her do this, honestly. Because it's not too many dungeons I think I want her to do. She would definitely be great for leveling. Although my Warlock also is good for leveling. But... even though I was going with tailoring on my other one, I feel like this character could fit pretty well for her. But that means she's not going to be equipping anything I get from these quests. Maybe I should have thought about this. Give myself a second, actually. No, what is these other ones? Prevents you from gambling? Can you explain that one to me? Because... no? I don't like gambling anyways, so I'm tempted to grab just to see what I need to worry about. Yeah, no, I'm not good on that one. Glyph of the turtle. That's right. I might try that as a challenge. That'd be fun, actually. But not this one. Definitely not this one. I might think of the self-restraint one, but or just the Craftmaster. It'd be specific to this character, and I'm not sure if I want this character to be known as the Craftmaster. It'd be cool for my dwarf. It would be cool for my dwarf. I'm gonna say no for this character. I'm kind of tempted though, because she is gonna do tailoring and enchanting. There's literally no other. Actually, hang on a second. I have to... nope, thinking about it. I have to create my own weapon still, I think. I'm not going to worry about it. I think I might actually try something like that on my warrior, but for this one, I'm good.
Back.
So speaking of the warrior, you might see a couple runs of Dun Morogh, honestly, because I'm tempted to start my dwarf warrior, but I'll think on that more.
What's on your mind?
I don't suppose you'd be willing to do a favor for me, lass. A stack of letters came through the pass today, but I don't have the time to send them along. They're all addressed to Talon Kenai. You can find him to the west down the road. He's set up camp next to the frozen lake. What do you say?
Off with you.
What do we have here? You look as though you might need something to keep your hands warm. I'll tell you what would help. A pair of nice warm gloves. And being the kind soul that I am, I'd be more than happy to provide you with a suitable pair. I have one condition, however. I need you to go get me some wolf meat. Nice arrangement, You bring me some wolf meat and I'll make sure you don't lose any digits to frostbite. Well, what do you say?
Safe travels.
Wait, yeah. So I think those are the only quests. I did pick up the Arcane Intellect, as you guys probably would have noticed already. Wait, so this character's not... you're not gonna... I'm not sure how much I'm gonna play her in the first place, but... I'm definitely. Eventually, I'll get her to 60 no matter what. But. Oh yeah, I'm also gonna be a little bit higher because of all the experience I got just from the travel. I wasn't even paying attention to that. And level 4 I'll get to conjure my own water, so that's gonna be nice too. Let my character save a little bit more for this one. But yeah, so I am thinking about starting up my dwarf warrior. Not 100% sure, but I have been in the dwarf mode I think recently. Yeah, my moves jump back between characters a lot. That's why this character I'm only gonna at least try to get her to Alterac or at least Hillsbrad before I actually stop. But I'm not gonna ever stop on this like completely. It's just a matter of how long it takes me to finish the character. But this character, furniture, roleplay, and everything is Alterac, which I'll get to in a second. I actually did, while I was on my way here, I did actually write about it a little bit. Basically, though, well, hang on. So basically, she is technically of noble birth, but she was born towards the end of the Second War when her family and Alterac had already fallen. So that part could change. She might just be of lower birth. I don't really care too much on that front. But she was simply put, her family had friends among the dwarves, and when her family felt like their safety was in question due to the fall of the kingdom and due to the syndicate and not exactly liking their former king, like they asked some friends to watch her and take care of her here in Dun Morogh. And the reason why I would say Dun Morogh, well, first of all, it's just more to allow myself to have this character level up in Dun Morogh because I want her to level up in the snowier region. Lore-wise, the reason why I think, even though dwarves, I feel like would also be a bad idea for this reason. Due to Alterac's betrayal, I can't imagine that family having very many friends anywhere outside of Alterac anymore. Which is why I feel like the syndicate would have gotten so big in the first place. But I feel like if they had prior relations with dwarves or whatever, it might have been fine too, kind of thing. But other humans might have been fine, but whatever. It's just my line of thinking is I want her to be here in Dun Morogh. Technically kind of giving her a reason to start here in Dun Morogh.
Great to meet you.
Bulls giving you a bit of trouble? You do well to avoid the fangs and claws. And other sharp bits, yes? Ah, wonderful. The wolf meat should do nicely. Oh, don't worry, Kaeira. I wouldn't forget my parts of the bargain. Here, one of these should fit you.
See you soon. What's on your mind?
Luther, I hope you're here to lend us a hand, mage. After the last shock attack, we could use all the help we can get. I hear the buggers have been popping up all across the lands, and it seems Coldridge Valley is no exception. They've been spotted all over the hills to the southeast and near the frozen lake. And that's not all. Just a few nights ago, they attacked and overran our camp to the west. We're a bit short-handed here, lass, and we need strong arms to help drive the trogs back.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Alright. I don't think I get the quest to talk to the mage trainer because I came from a different zone. I don't switch zones a lot. And honestly, this is going to be one of the few characters you're going to see that I did a whole different zone start. And obviously for this character, just kind of not needed to. I just wanted to. And I had no way to start with this opening cinematic since we wanted to trade zones anyways. But, oh, I guess I could have done the Human Mage, but... So I'll play this character on and off, especially when I'm wanting to play a Frost Mage. I am going to hold off on the High Elf Mage. I think that character... I might want to do a little bit more roleplay on screen. Don't know exactly. But I want to do a bit more with her, so I'm going to hold her off until I've gotten Arisandra a bit higher, maybe some other characters. Maybe the Dwarf too, but we'll see. These are the tough ones too. Soak a bit more. Oh, I I need to pay attention to that. I'm not used to leveling up so quick anymore because of Hillsbrad being so at a higher level. I don't even look at it anymore. Try to time it in a way that you... I'll sell it. Try to time it in a way so that you can make good use of the regained health and mana after leveling up. Is something I do like doing, but can't really do it if I'm not paying attention to it. Yeah. So I was saying earlier, I messed up on the recording of the Crescent Grove, and I'm tempted to do one of two things. Since I already did the quest, I might still put it up, or I'll redo the run of it so I can have a perfectly good run. I did complain a lot during it, so I might actually do that, but I'm gonna think on that a little bit more. Oh, I need the rock jaw. I think level 4 is... But the other possibility is I'll find like one of the good World of Warcraft soundtracks, or even find the ones they specifically use for that dungeon, and have that go on the background. It'd be a bit more editing on my part, but I think I can learn how to do that fairly easily, or it might give me some experience in doing it, but I don't know. The sound isn't the most important thing, but it's really a nice thing to have. And just hearing me complain is not going to be nice for anybody, I don't think so. What I was complaining about was just realizing how crappy my damage actually was in the dungeon. It's not that I didn't know, it just sucked seeing like the numbers on the screen, but at the end of it I was just like, I can accept that I'm doing that. If I really can't, then I can change my spec every time I do a dungeon run. But again, I did say it towards the end of it, and if I keep that recording up, doesn't even matter. Yeah. It was a fun run though, I will say, and it was decent. We died a couple times, so. But the reason why I'm saying that run, this is gonna be up a lot sooner, because if I'm fine with this going up in like 2 or a few days from now, kind of thing, and maybe if I do another recording after, it'll come up. That one will come up a few days after, but I'm not sure exactly how often I'll record this one. So. But the problems we've had here are indicative of what is happening elsewhere in our lands. By Magni's beard, we have some troubles ahead of us. I can only hope that the king and senate are taking steps to deal with the threat the Trogs pose. Should I go with the bear shawl or the boots? 7 armor, 5 armor. I mean, I'm getting armor, and this is the better armor to go for. I think I'm more likely to find another cloak anyways, so. I feel like boots are a little less common, or armor in general, than cloaks are. I say cloaks are common. I still have to replace the cloak on the Arisandra, which I also missed out on a drop because I decided, no, let the other player have it. They need the strength and blah blah blah. I could have used the spirit and the everything else. Alright, Felix Windowbolt. I knew there was a quest for you. Hey! We drove the Trogs out of Morogh, but then it all went so horribly wrong. Now our home's completely irradiated, and we gnomes have been scattered all over Dun Morogh. In my haste to get away from the radiation, I lost all my personal belongings and tools. It was the trolls that got them. They stole my chest, my box, and my bucket of bolts. They took them back to their camp southwest of Anvilmar. I'm no adventurer. Could you find my things and bring them here to me, please? I sure will. Great day now. Just gonna sell some stuff while I'm in here. Get some extra money.
Safe travels.
I bought the extra water, but at this rate, I'm not even gonna need it. Yeah, 4, 6, 6, 6, and 4. The frostbolt's gonna be what I'm looking forward to most, of course. But yeah, so I don't think there's anything else I really need to say about that. There's the run of Crescent Grove. Just gotta decide what I'm gonna do with the recording, if I'm gonna redo it or not. And I was talking about playing the dwarf. It's gonna be a very similar story to not story like background wise, but like situation I meant to Kaeira, in that the zones that they're gonna both go through pretty much. They're more or less gonna do the exact same. It's just more later on in the game if I get her past Alterac where she's gonna go. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure. Whereas him, he's definitely gonna go to like the Badlands, Burning Steppe, Searing Gorge kind of area later on. It's gonna be his primary later late game leveling zones. But yeah, this story is gonna be pretty simple too. Anyways, these both are gonna be somewhat simple characters, with the dwarf going a little bit further, I would say at least. But yeah, the other reason why I'm doing it like this too is I'm not sure with what was it? Arisanja, I was gonna do recording of her for the next part, but I realized that for the Warlock quest I'm gonna do on there, I need to wait a little bit longer. I can explain when it gets around that one. Yes, do you have something for me? Thank you. I've been waiting for these letters for quite some time. Unfortunately, these letters aren't all for me. This one is addressed to Grelin Whitebeard. He's not too far away if you'd like to deliver it to him. If I remember correctly, Grelin's camp is down the road to the southeast. No doubt he'll be eager to get his mail.
Very good. You got my attention.
Nothing like a day of boar hunting, eh? Though here in Coldridge Valley, there are so many boars it almost takes the fun out of it. No need to get them charging. They're all angry and ready without any help. In fact, recently there have been so many boars in the area it's become dangerous for me to do my daily hunting. Long story short, if you could help me kill some of the boars, I would appreciate it.
Off with you.
Oh, okay. Movement is slowed and their attack speed is slowed. That's funny because to slow down an enemy's attack, they have to use a whole different ability. One ability, and I don't have anything to actually physically slow them down. I think no exhaustion. Exhaustion. Two different abilities. Curses, I should say. Whereas this one is just they can hit me physically. Ooh, speaking of cloaks, I was talking about that in a little bit. Level 5. I can't even use it yet. Oh well, fine. For a secondary spec, like I said, she's gonna go Frost, and I think the second one's gonna be Arcane? I'm not entirely sure. Could be Frost and Fire, it'd be interesting, but don't we usually like to combine those together too much? We'll see though. Oh, forgot about something. I want to get used to that still. Alright. Also seeming more this is also emptier than last time I tried to run through this zone on my own time, on my own character that I've deleted actually since then. Decided I didn't want the character after all. But yeah, the High Elf Mage, when I get around to her, Aranethiel, she's definitely going to be either primarily Arcane or primarily Fire. And then the secondary is going to be the other one. Fire is very fitting, I feel like, a very good one to go for, but I don't want her to make her more intellectual and studious, I guess you could say, curious. I think Arcane would be a better fit for her. I don't know. Because Fire is going to be definitely the secondary, but we'll see. The reason why I'm also tempted to do Arcane on that character is because it's not exactly a great spec, I think, in Classic. I haven't really touched Mages a whole lot either, but I'm not gonna put ignore as long as they don't try to say anything to me again. Well, nothing. As long as they don't say something unnecessary to me, I can fight. I don't really ignore most people, but the thing is, like, if they're gonna speak in a language I can't read myself, it's fine having them like spam or ask me anything. But then again, if people spam me in general, I'm gonna ignore them. So what was I saying? I'm gonna spam it now because I'm almost level 4. Nice. That was level 5, so I can't do that still. Also gonna spam this one because it's the last one I need to kill. But yeah. So I think Arcane is very fitting for that character more so. What else was I saying? But Frost here, probably secondary Arcane, maybe secondary Fire. Excellent. I can go back to my leisurely hunting now. Thank you, Kaeira.
Watch your
I
back.
think I'm just gonna make it's easier to say if I just say Kaeira. I think Kira is also acceptable, but if I'm saying it's gonna be either Kaeira, or Kaeira, I like the name. I like the sound of it. So it's probably gonna be the name I'm gonna use for most of my Frost Mages from now on. I don't create a lot of Frost Mages in other like Frost Magic is something you'll see me use the most in other settings. Like if I ever come around to playing like a Skyrim playthrough that has a mage, well, it depends on the character I'm going for, but Frost Magic is usually my go-to, or types of arcane magic.
How are you?
Is this something I can help you with? Ah, excellent. It's been a while since I received word from Ironforge.
See you soon.
My brother, Senir, and I were sent to different parts of Dun Morogh to investigate the threat posed by the trolls. The Senate has its hands full with the Trogs, so they've no need for further annoyances. From what I've seen, the trolls aren't well situated here in Coldridge Valley, mostly the southern cave. I'd say that the army will not be necessary. A few strong arms should be more than enough. Perhaps you'd like to assist in this endeavor. I have the authority to offer compensation for your help. Ooh, healing.
Keep your feet on the ground. How are ya?
Yeah, I was supposed to get this delicious scalding morn brew to Dun and Fur Cutter inside Anvilmar a while ago now, but I had to deliver one to Grelin here first. I'll never make it to Anvilmar before the brew runs cold. You look fast. Perhaps you can make it. This cup will only stay hot for 5 more minutes. And Durnan didn't order chili in morn brew, so get going. Anvilmar is to the northeast, a settlement dug into the mountain. Thanks, Kaeira, and don't forget to be back my mug.
Watch your back.
It's actually good. I forgot that he gives me that quest now, because that is... I was going to head back to Anvilmar anyways, so I can get the next level of the... The next ability, Frostbolt. Yeah. If I go for my my Dwarf Warrior, I'm probably gonna go down a Fury spec with him. I don't mind if he tanks a little bit or be a little tanky, but he's definitely gonna be more of a Berserker style, I think. I'm probably gonna go for that like this type of statue or the Mountain King kind of looking character, because that's just the dwarf character. That's like the default. Obviously, he's not gonna be a king or anything like that, but he's gonna be more of a Berserker with what was it? A hammer and an axe. Although dual-wielding hammers or dual-wielding axe is also fine. Hammers being his main preferred weapon. Forgot where I was going for a second.
What can I do for ya?
Aye, I'm turning Fur Cutter. You have something for me? Ah, good. Now this will hit the spot. Allow me to take a small break while I enjoy the scalding morn brew.
Safe travels.
Oh.
Honored, I'm sure.
Conjure water. Nice. Crossbolt. Nice.
Very good.
There's nothing like some scalding morn brew on a chilly Dun Morogh day to get things started right. Ooh, hot, hot, hot. If that won't put spring in your step, I don't know what will.
How are ya?
Now that hit the spot. Nothing like a piping hot, nay, scalding morn brew on the cold winter's day to warm your cackles of your soul. Here you go, Kaeira. Be a pal and take this empty mug back to Nori from me, would you now?
See you soon.
Alright. So... conjure water. Probably should just sell that now, right? Or should I just like use up the water and not even worry about it? Because selling it's gonna be. Hang on, let me actually take a look at how much I can even sell it for.
No.
Sell you guys first. Not buyback. What am I doing? I could sell for 8 copper. Not exactly helpful. But I think I'd rather save myself on the. I probably shouldn't have bought it yet then. Oh well. So it will save myself on the having to use my mana for a bit at least. Plus, it only gives me 2 per. It's probably something I would do off screen before I started recording, just so I could let my mana regenerate. But yeah. No matter what characters I'm in the mood for, though, I think you're always going to see me play Arisandra. It's partly why I was saying that she's going to be my main, because no matter what type of mood I'm in, I think I can always get around playing a Warlock type character or Necromancer type character if I ever get around to playing Pantheon. Which I will say, on my Arisandra playthrough, the video I did of Arisandra today, I said I was going to be playing that. And I still could. It's not that late yet. It is 6:40. It's actually later than I thought. I thought it was like quarter after at most.
You got my attention.
I trust the Scalding Moonbrew got to Durnan on time. Did you remember to bring me back my mug? Excellent, Kaeira. You'd be surprised how many couriers I met who forget to do something as simple as bring back the mug. Mugs don't grow on trees, or so they tell me. There's a little something for the efforts. Thanks again for your help.
Off with you.
Time to fight the trolls. We'll go from this side over. I think there's one over here. Yep, right here. Camp's cleared out, so I guess someone was just over here. Do any of my quests have me kill you guys? Yep. Just making sure. Probably should have actually used another spell, apparently. Move out of here before any of them respawn on me. We'll jig this one up. But yeah. And the Night Elf characters I was thinking about playing with are still going to be waiting on that. Probably going to be this character, the Dwarf Warrior, and possibly the High Elf Mage at some point, but I don't know. Part of the reason I'm also trying to play quite a bit today more, other than being in the mood to play and having the time to play, I'm wanting to write and think, but think about that kind of stuff right now, but I just keep hitting a block in the first place, so just playing a game. Just playing a bunch of games today is probably a better idea than this. If I think of something, I can start writing, but I don't think that's going to be the type of day for me. Usually it's more of a mix of both on the average day, and then some days I just feel like writing, and then other days like this, I just need to play games more. But it's also good days for editing down the stuff I need to. Oh, that's what I was hovering over. I was like, eh? Alright, so that's gonna be fun. Let's try to get you first. Oh, crap. Is that? Yeah, I can actually equip this one. I think I sold the other cloak by accident. That sucks. Wait, what? Okay, just... Alright, whatever. Fine. Oh, hello. I didn't see you there either. Since it's right there. Whatever, I can attack this guy for now. He gets you. Yeah, no. Sometimes there's a chest, but not often. Funny enough, I think this is the zone where I first learned that there were actual unique items that Turtle WoW Turtle WoW added. Obviously, I knew those could be unique items later on, or I just didn't think about it or something. I don't know. But on the character I had, I deleted since. It was I think it was a gnome, and it might have been another warlock. I can't remember though. But in any case, it was a gnome character, and I actually picked up a item that was only found on Turtle WoW because it was like, what the heck is this? I've never seen it before. Is it that rare of a drop? No, not that rare of a drop, but rare enough for Turtle WoW, anyways. I'm gonna kill 6 more of them. Alright, I have to kill 6 before I can actually do any other quests over here. Oh, here's one. I'm definitely gonna finish up the starting area before I even think about ending the recording. It's usually about an hour long anyways, and I feel like the first 5 levels are very good distinction for... Oh, crap. Very good distinction for how to separate my videos. Choose the correct one this time. I'm only gonna mix it until I can start speccing into. Once I can start speccing into Frost specifically, or at least when I start getting more Frost abilities in general, I'll probably just mix the 2 of these because the little extra damage from the fire I can get is gonna be nice. Oh crap, I definitely should have saved it for you. This is also why they're good for solo. Because I get Frost armor can be used by either any of the specs, of course, but it's always gonna be better with the Frost spec. Slowing down melee speed is incredibly helpful for any kind of caster. Which is why I like Curse. Which is why the only reason why I didn't use the Curse of what was it? Curse of Weakness or whatever as often originally, was just because it was either that or Curse of Agony, and I wanted more damage to kill mobs quicker than the Curse of Weakness. Maybe I could have used it more. Maybe it wouldn't have mattered as much, since Curse of Agony is better the longer it takes to kill a mob. But oh well.
Great to meet you.
Those last light blasted trogs. A group of them came in the night and stole my journal. I knew better than to trust that good-for-nothing prick. Oh, I need to choose one of these. I think you'll sell decently well. My journal! They took it away to the cave. The one that had it. It was a big brute with some odd markings on his skin and face. I didn't get a much better look than that. You've had some luck with the trolls. Maybe you could get it back for me? I don't even need the staff, because I am level 5, right? I actually get my character this. Frostbite staff. I knew I was going to do the character at some point, and if I decided not to, I could have still given it to my High Elf Mage, but... Nice. And I might honestly still send it to the High Elf Mage, but it's only at level, it's only usable at level 5, but what is the current quest going to give me? 7 to 11 damage, 2.7 per second. This is really good, apparently. Well, compared to that thing anyways. Alright. Is there only one quest sending me in there? Really? Thought there would be another one. I think I said that last time I was here too, but no. Oh, what was the speed difference between these anyways? 2.7. I didn't sell already, did I? No, it's up here. 2.9. Okay. Alright, but again, the damage itself is going to be a big difference too. Speed's not that big. Well, it's important, but it's not that big of a difference, I meant. I'm pretty sure... Shouldn't there be a mage quest, actually? Crap, I am gonna have to come back here. Let's kill this one a little bit quicker. Oh, come on. You just had to miss that one. Much more survivable as a mage, well, frost mage anyways, than it is for a warlock. Warlock, my best bet is damaging them enough. That curse, I think that curse was nice early on though. I can't remember how soon I had it though either. Curse of weakness, that was talking about before. But now it's time for the novices. Oh, I thought I was gonna pull that one. This one. Oh, this guy's dead. I thought he had a chance. They actually had a chance to kill me until I realized. Until that happened. A frostmane chain vest. I might actually say that for my dwarf warrior, just because I don't think I'm gonna get that drop a second time. I can actually read his journal. I should have noticed that last time. Day 1. The apprentice and I have arrived in Coldridge Valley today. The trip through the cave was mostly uneventful. Oh. We made camp a good distance away from the cave where we're told the trolls have gathered. From the cave where the trolls have gathered in. I think I can't really fight while reading this because I could not read that well. Bloody wolf howling almost kept me up all night. We'll have new wolf hide clothing in a few days. The lad got tangled up with a trog today, put up a fight, and managed to get the better of the ugly brute. But he's now nursing a nasty cut on his arm. Looks like I'll have to go do the chores for a while. I'll have to do the chores for a while. Oh, actually, not one more. Day 3. Cold. Snowed a bit around noon. Alright, now that's that reading for the moment. I think this is the last one we have to kill. So let someone pull the other one over there. So the rest of this should be clear. Day 4. The lad was back and in good spirits today. So we took our first look at the curls. Frostmane, I'd say. Judging by the markings of their skin and the various trinkets they wore on their bodies. Oh, you're still alive. Whatever, I know you got the aggro, but I don't care really. Oh, that was it? Yeah. Day 5. Had the lad watch over the camp, and I snuck over to the cave and took a look around. The trolls' numbers are somewhat troublesome. The mountaineers might have to be summoned in force if the cave is summoned in force if the cave is to be cleared of the troll infestation. I realize I have not mentioned the trogs of late. They appear in the area in greater numbers, but they are so primitive that they do not pose much of a threat. So I may say if this is true or not. And not a drop of ale for almost a week now. Day 6. Cold again. Snows, trolls, no ale. Day 7. Snow below so white, sky above so blue. Wolves will howl the night, not a drop of brew. Day 8. The trolls are perhaps not as large a problem as we initially thought. They have some numbers, but are not well armed or organized. A small show of force should be more than adequate in dealing with the threat they pose. Alright.
What's on your mind?
Kaeira, any luck? Wonderful, Kaeira. Many thanks for retrieving my notebook. Well, it would seem that the troll situation here in Coldridge Valley is under control and not much cause for worry. After I put the finishing touches on my report, I'll need someone to courier it to my brother Senir. Apparently I can't say those two words next to each other. Courier it. Okay. Whatever. Not a big deal. I was planning on sending my apprentice to my brother Senir with my report, but I would feel much better were it placed in more reliable hands. That is, of course, if you wouldn't mind. You'll have to take the tunnel to get to Kaeira. Speak with Mountaineer Thalos before going through the tunnel. It's completely infested with trolls and trogs now. Follow the road back to Anvilmar, then keep heading east to the tunnel. Thalos is stationed nearby.
Safe travel.
A lot of reading for me. But I don't think I'm done here, because I do, other than turning this quest in, I do think that there is another quest. I thought there was anyways, but I'm going to check with the mage trainer. Again, most of the mage quests in the not mage quests specifically, most of the quests in the starter zones usually are just they usually tie to the specific races of that zone that are supposed to start there in general. I'm hoping there isn't one I'm missing out on, but I could take a look after this video is done anyways. Alright. It's not going to be much editing, so this can go right up pretty much. I don't think there's going to be any editing, I'm just saying it.
Can I help you?
Oh, goodness, Kaeira. This town is not well suited for the likes of me. There are as many nasty creatures here as there were in No More Ground before the accident. Do you have my belongings? If you don't, then who knows what the trolls have done with them now. Huzzah, you found them! You're an absolute savior, my friend. Here, it's not much, but it's something for the trouble I put you through. Thank you.
Alrighty then.
I can read that after anyways. Yep, no
Hi, how are
quest
you?
here, unfortunately.
Alrighty then.
Aye. Safe travels.
Alright, so I'm hoping there's no quest, but I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to get one for the, that was gonna have me kill the mages of that one more, but it might be a warlock quest. But that is it for now, I believe. I'm not sure how long this recording is gonna be. It will be a bit shorter, but I want to keep the levels 1 through 5, or the starting 5 level zones, whatever they're called, usually. I want to keep it separate from the other recordings anyways. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the introduction to this character. I am not sure how often I'll be playing her. I might play her enough to get through Dun Morogh, of course, but after that it's going to slow down until I get to Alterac, and then I'm just going to put her on a back burner if I ever even get back to her for a bit. But that's a long ways off, if I even get to it anytime soon. So, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.